Okay, welcome back to the podcast. Today we are talking about a big challenge in cybersecurity, building a cloud security product that actually solves problems instead of creating more alerts and dashboards. With so many tools already in the market, how do you build something that security teams truly use? So today we are with, so you can introduce yourself.
My name is Daniel.
Robin.
And Kerry.
Okay. Hi, Alan. First question is, how do you build a cloud security product that solves a real problem instead of adding more noise to the market?
The biggest mistake security vendors make is starting with the technology instead of the problem. Um, a good cloud security product should always start with identifying a specific security issue or a specific pain um, that the teams have to deal with every day. For example, many organizations struggle with understanding their cloud misconfigurations, identity risks, or compliance gaps. And if your product simply shows hundreds of alerts, you're not really solving the problem, you're just increasing the workload. Instead, you should uh, focus on three things. First, you should focus on risk prioritization. Second, actionable re- remediation remediation guidance, and third, automation that reduces manual work.
Okay, nice. That leads perfectly into the next question. Why do so many security tools fail to get adopted?
Um, so most tools fail, I think, because they are create more work for security teams. Because the security teams already overloaded with multiple alerts, compliance checks, and several incident response tasks. So if a tool produces thousands of findings but does not help prioritize or remediate them, I think the team will eventually like stop using it. Um, And I think another major problem is complexity, because like many tools require long deployments and very difficult complex configurations, and I think also the dedicated specialist should just operate them. And yeah, I think that's for your question.
Okay. So, security tools are often powerful but complicated. How do we balance advanced capabilities with a simple user experience?
This is where product design becomes critical. A good security platform should hide complexity while still offering powerful capabilities. One approach is progressive complexity. The basic interface should be in simple enough for someone to understand within minutes. Advanced features can still exist, but they should appear only when needed. For example, a dashboard might show a high level risk score, but users can drill down into technical details if they want. The key is designed for clarity. Security engineers want deep information, but they don't want to fight the interface to find it.
Okay. So, should cybersecurity products be built primarily for security teams or like developers or CISOs?
Um, well, to be honest, they need to serve multiple audiences, but they should primarily focus on the user that needs to fix the problem. So in many organizations, that means cloud engineers or security engineers. If the product only shows high-level dashboards for executives but doesn't help any engineers remediate the issues, it will not help improve the security. So CISOs will need like visibility and metrics, but the developers and the security team uh, needs to have needs to have like tools to fix it, or investigations or automation checks. So a security product or a successful product would need to serve multiple audiences for it to be successful.
Okay, so proving value early is critical. So how can a new cybersecurity product do that?
I think the fastest way to prove value is through some quick assessments and visible findings. So if a product can connect to a cloud account and within minutes show a real um, risk such as overlay at permissive IAM roles or exposed storage buckets, I think the customer immediately understands the value, and even more powerful is to demonstrate the remediation. So show how the product helps fix those issues or automate controls, build trust quickly. And I think in cybersecurity, proof of value, it's not about features. I think it's about showing measurable risk reduction. I think that's more important.
Okay, so automation is mentioned everywhere in cybersecurity, but um, what role does it really play, like in cybersecurity tools?
Automation is essential because the scale of cloud environments is too large for manual security management. So modern cloud environments can contain thousands of resources, identities, and also permissions. So security teams cannot manually review everything. Automation helps by continuously scanning environments, identifying risks, and sometimes even applying fixes automatically. So the future of cybersecurity tools will rely heavily on automated data detection, automated remediation, and policy enforcement. So without automation, cloud security simply does not scale.
Okay,
So it is very important.
okay, thank you. Yeah, many tools end up being just another dashboard. How do we avoid that?
Yeah, so a dashboard really becomes valuable if it can drive actions with it. So many security platforms show scores or graphs, but without any help to like fix them. Um, so instead of just focusing on the visualization, you should also focus on what the risk is, why it's a risk, and how to fix it. Um, so if the dashboard is is showing more than just graphs, um, it'll become more valuable.
Okay, so when building a security product, early user feedback is crucial. So what feedback matters the most?
I think the most valuable feedback usually comes from engineers who try to use the product during their daily work. Um, they will like quickly point out where the tool slows them down, or where alerts are unclear, or where remediation guidance is missing. Um, yeah, and I think another important signal is like alert fatigue. So if early users say they are ignoring certain alerts, that is a strong sign the detection logic needs improvement. Um, and yeah, I think the best products evolve by listening closer to these operational users because of their daily work usage of the product.
Okay, thank you. So how important are integrations with cloud providers and existing security stacks?
That's a good question. Integration are extremely important. So security teams already use many tools such as SIEM platforms, ticketing systems, CI/CD pipelines, and cloud provider service. A new product must fit into this ecosystem rather than forcing teams to change their entire workflow. So, for example, Integrating with cloud APIs, identity services, and ticketing platforms allow security findings to flow directly into existing processes. So the products that integrate well are much easier to adopt. That's why.
Okay, thank you. There was a final question. If we were building a cybersecurity product from scratch today, what would we do differently?
So I would focus on three principles. First, I would start with identifying the security problem. Many of those breaches come from overly permissive roles or users. Secondly, I would prioritize remediation instead of the detection. Detection is also still really important, but you also need to add the layer of the remediation to help fixing the problem as well. And third, I would design the product around automation. Um, so cloud scales a lot, and environments grow and move fast. Um, so the security tools must be able to handle that growth and that scalability. So automation would really help with that.
Okay, thank you. So, yeah, that was the end of the podcast. It was a great discussion. Building security tools that teams actually use is clearly about solving real or operational problems, not just adding. So, thank you guys, and thank you for joining.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you
you. It
very
was a
much for the
Thank
pleasure.
you for
questions.
having us.
Thank you.